Hello, all my cosmic dragon friends, wonderful people out there. Welcome, welcome back. Just dropping in with an energy update for you. This is intended as timeless, so it is good for whenever you're finding it. Very interesting energies today. There's lots of tower moments happening. As I said tower, we clicked over to 16 seconds, which is pretty funny. 16 seconds on the clock because the tower is card number 16 in the tarot, and it is about unexpected, sudden, shocking events. Oh, I've got some birds making interesting noises outside. I think we've got some crows out there making lots of noises, so that'll be interesting. There's always, did you hear that? Well, thank you very much. It could be a magpie, actually. There's lots of magpies around here, not so many crows. We have magpies, pigeons, gulls, various blue tits, great tits, sparrows, you know, the usual. Starlings, sometimes redwing. Why am I talking about birds? There must be a theme of birds here for somebody. Anyway, let's get back on track. I wanted to talk today about something really cool. I'm not sponsored by this company, but I found this on Etsy, and it's an aura spray called the Cosmic Dragon, and I thought, isn't that perfect for me? And I absolutely love it. I'm really pleased with it. The company is called the archangelstudio.com, so look them up. Very, very impressed with this. I've had a good old spritz before starting this reading, so it brings in the energy of the cosmic dragons, and it teaches us to connect with our knowledge and power greater than our own understanding, other beings and forms that live in the galactic universe. So isn't that exciting? Helps us transform thought and desire into physical forms. So that's wonderful. So this is great for manifesting as well. I was very, very drawn to this one. I want to mention this one as well. Crystal is a Crystal Balance spray. Crystal Balance is a company run by my good friend Jenny Powell. This one's Spirit of Unicorn, and this is absolutely gorgeous because it brings out positivity, creativity, you know, inspiration, heightens the senses, brings clarity as well, which I think is necessary at the moment. It brings connection with the unicorn realm. So we've got the unicorn and dragon realms connecting with us here today because I spritzed both of these before starting the video. So let's see what difference that makes. I've also got some dragon cards here. I'm just being told I need to get my unicorn cards out as well. Let's see if I can do that without knocking everything down on my desk because I've got a massive pile of cards. I hope I didn't deafen anyone with headphones in then. Let's get these out as well. Lovely stuff. So we've got an homage to both of those magical creatures here. So I've got 4 decks of cards here. We're going to look at all of them. This is a collective reading, so I'm not doing pick a card today. As I was getting these out, I accidentally knocked the tarot. This is the, what's it called? Midnight Magic Tarot. It's all mushrooms. Absolutely love this one. And the top card got knocked over here. And so I picked it up and I put it back again. And my guide said, you were supposed to look at that. So I picked it up and I saw that it was the 7 of Swords, but it was the wrong way round. So I thought, oh, I must have put my deck of cards upside down. And I picked them up and they were not upside down. So I thought, well, there's our first message to get going with. Our first message today is actually the 7 of Swords reversed. And the 7 of Swords, I love this, it's the Amethyst Deceiver, such a dramatic name. A mushroom that looks like another mushroom that it actually isn't, and sometimes it's purple. Isn't that fun? Lovely purple energy here with the cosmic dragon as well. My logo on this channel used to be a purple dragon, and I recently changed it, or a dragon on a purple background. And it's very interesting to me that the theme of purple is mentioned, purple energy, on this bottle, because that's just something that I did intuitively. So that's pretty cool. And now we've got the purple Amethyst Deceiver. But it came in upturned, which makes me want to say that things that were hidden from you will no longer be hidden. Things are about to be revealed to you. Thoughts, feelings, truths about things are about to be revealed to you. Things that were hidden, maybe things that were driving you a little bit crazy, making you wonder if you'd lost your mind. I think there are going to be some very positive changes in your life, and tower moments perhaps as well. I was working through some of those today. I've been doing some heavy duty shadow healing with the help of Chrissy Sawyer. You may know her channel, Zeta Ophiuchi. Look it up if you haven't seen it before. I will try to remember to link to her in the description below. She's amazing, very, very wonderful spiritual lady. And I've had her on my channel as well on Angel Wings Holistics, and I've been on hers, which is all good fun. Okay. So, let's Let's see what else we've got going on today, what messages we have, what's going on in the energy. But it does feel like a theme of tower moments and things being revealed. Okay, but I don't think they're bad. I think it's good. I think it's going to be better than we expect. So let's just have a look, see what's coming. The moon. Again, that's the theme of things being hidden, things being unclear. Isn't that interesting? So that which was hidden under the moonlight will become clear. Strength. The Fool. And the Nine of Wands. Wow. 3 major arcanas. That's a lot. 6 of Cups. Gorgeous. Death. 4 of Wands. The Hanged Man. Another major arcana. And the High Priestess. Goodness me. Goodness me. And on the bottom, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Very interesting. Now, death is about changes. Of course, it's about endings and beginnings, not to be taken literally. And the mushroom on this one is called the Destroying Angel. And I just want to mention that. Isn't that a glorious name? The Destroying Angel. Who's the Destroying Angel? Well, I guess it's Archangel Michael, isn't it? He's the one with the sword. He's the one who helps us cut ties. We could attribute that to him. There could be other angels that we could associate with that energy as well. Also, I kind of want to go to the energy of Lucifer because he was an angel too. He's a fallen angel, so could be a connection there. And I don't mean that in a bad or negative way. I just mean the archetype of the one that is fallen, perhaps making amends or making changes to do better. Because things that were hidden, perhaps hidden for the right reasons, or perhaps for sentimental reasons, perhaps because it's an old habit or a societal norm, that it wasn't something that was spoken about. It could be somebody who has feelings for you who couldn't say anything because they were in a very traditional situation, perhaps in a marriage where it would have been taboo to do that by old-fashioned standards. There's a very old-fashioned energy coming through here with the thing that's been hidden from you. Just moving my light because that's reflecting and annoying me. Very, very interesting. Then Strength, 4 of Wands. The Fool. I'm seeing the possibility for new beginnings here with the Fool. The Death card is always about endings and beginnings. I'm stuttering for some reason. I don't know what that means. But the Fool, the chicken of the woods with the little fox there. The clever little fox looking up at the moon. There are huge opportunities for new beginnings, and I feel it's connected to your home life. I want to say it's connected to our home life with the 4 of Wands, with where we live, who we live with our romantic relationships, our family relationships as well. I feel there are changes coming in here. Big surprising changes with the Death card, but nothing we can't handle because we have strength. I feel if anything, it will be something that energizes and strengthens us. That's what I'm feeling. That what we're about to find out will be positive news. Positive news. And I feel we will no longer feel the need to hold ourselves back or restrain ourselves. Okay. And there could be a theme of boundaries coming in, good boundaries, or dropping boundaries that were too severe or too extreme, letting go of things that we were clinging onto, I want to say, and moving into a place of once again being able to trust our intuition. There may be something that you had an intuition about and all signs to the contrary in the 3D, in our physical reality, you just kept being contradicted, although there might have been some confirmations there, but it just wasn't happening. Whatever it was you were expecting to happen or you sensed was right or was going to happen. And then all of a sudden the truth's revealed. So this is a big change. It's a big shift in the energy and it's positive. I like it. It comes in with choices as well. We have an opportunity to make a good choice for ourselves, a positive choice. I love that's called Barometer Earth Star. It's almost like we can finally see the barometer and find out what the weather's going to be like and get some truth from the situation, actually get some accurate information so that we can make the right decision. Perhaps previously we didn't have all the information or some of the information about a certain situation in our life to do with our home, our family, maybe our job, our loved ones, our romantic relationship was hidden from us. So we couldn't possibly have made the right decision. Perhaps we made wrong decisions because of the things that were hidden. So this is a very interesting theme, and it does feel like a new path, because look at the Four of Wands. There's people going up steps here, and I feel like there's a fairy path through these trees as well here. It feels like a new path opening up to us. We just have to overcome the fear and the sense of holding ourselves back, I think, that would have kept us from doing that before, or the fear of things going wrong, the fear of making the wrong decision. Yes, it's the fear of making the wrong decision. We will no longer have that fear. The fear of making a mistake, the fear of failure is being removed, because we will be provided with the information to make the good decision. Oh, wonderful. Clarity is coming in. I'm loving this spread. And it allows us to reconnect with a spiritual aspect of ourselves, with the High Priestess here, but also the Fool. We have a little fox, and he's looking up at the moon. Yes, he's looking at the chicken of the woods, which a chicken would normally be his food, but a mushroom? I don't know that that's the main food a fox would want. I'm sure he'd rather eat a real chicken rather than a mushroom chicken, a mushroom called a chicken. That wouldn't really be what he wants, but under the light of the moon, he might have been deceived or thought that that was a nice, delicious thing to eat, when actually that wasn't quite right for him. So again, I feel it's going to help us make good decisions, help those around us to make better decisions, because as we heal ourselves, as we grow spiritually, emotionally, those around us, those that we love, that we care about, our soulmates, our soul family in various different guises, our soul tribe, they benefit from our healing too. And we should always remember that whenever you do your healing, you are helping the whole world. Whenever you heal yourself from something, you are helping the whole world. That's wonderful. And I'm not so much talking about physical ailments, although there is an element of that, but that's the lowest vibration of healing, because that's the slowest vibration at the physical level. I'm talking about emotional healing, spiritual healing that we do, and it has this wonderful knock-on effect to the whole collective, but particularly to those souls who are closest to us. So this is very interesting. Let's see what else we've got coming in here. What other messages we have from our guides, the spirit groups watching here. The Star, yes. Nine of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we got a lot of major arcanas coming out. Let's just count the major arcanas for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 major arcanas out of a deck of 78 cards, and there are only 22 major arcanas. That's a surprisingly high amount, but 9 is a very special number, because 9 is the number of the Hermit, which we don't have here, but that's fine. But it is the end of a cycle, because 9 is the last number before we get to 10, and 10 is where the new cycle starts. And it doesn't matter which number group we're talking about. If it's the noughts, the teens, the 20s, 30s, you reach 29 and you're about to go to 30. You're about to finish the 2s at 29. You're about to finish the 3s at 39, and you're about to go on to 4s, which is a new cycle, a new energy, a new numerological energy. I can speak. So let's see what we've got here. The Star, beautiful. Wishes. I feel like I want to say wishes coming true as well here as well, but it's almost like the moon is being replaced by the star. So the moon that might have led us astray and made us doubt ourselves is being replaced by this beautiful golden star that will lead us forwards, finally on the right path. And I feel we will no longer be making mistakes. 9 of Swords. I want to bring in the reverse meaning here. I want to say no longer having to overthink everything, because we will have the right information. No longer having nightmares. If anything, we may be having dreams that are premonitions at this time. You may have been having very powerful premonition dreams about a certain person, for example, or a certain situation, or something that you're very sure is going to happen. For lots of people, it's going to be a soulmate connection, for example. I am somebody that does have premonition dreams, or premonitory dreams. Is that a word? I think it's a word in French. I'm not saying it right. Premonitions, dreams that are premonitions, and they show up in a very specific way for me, and they're extremely vivid. And when I wake up, I know they're premonitions, because I can tell the difference between like a regular dream and a dream that's intended as a premonition, because they're very, very strong. And they're usually like certain events. although they do speak through metaphor, you know, they speak through metaphors to me, but the information's always there and it's always accurate, never lets me down. That's how my subconscious, my higher self speaks to me. And that may be the case for you as well, or it may be that you see signs in other ways. Maybe you see birds, again, birds coming in, crows want to come in quite strongly today, and magpies. I love magpies, I think they're awesome. Wheel of Fortune, again, it's that beginning of a new cycle, and after 9 comes 10. Hello, Bedford. And that is the beginning of a new cycle. Let's let Bedford in. Yes, we're going to let you in, Beddy. Calm down. 1 second, Mr. B. Come on. Come and be a menace. There we go. You're welcome. Yes, Bedford. What would you like to tell everyone? Have you got a message for us? Is your message you want to go on the windowsill? Yes, I thought it might be. 1 second, everyone. Bedford wants to sit on the windowsill in the sunshine and get bright sunshine all over my table. Okay, there we go. Put him back behind the curtain. He's happy. All right. Bedford's actually a very healing little cat, so I do let him come in when he wants to on readings because his energy is always very welcome and he always brings in a lot of positivity. So that's Bedford anyway. You may have seen him in previous readings. He does like to show up sometimes. And he's a Bengal, so he's quite noisy and insistent with his wows. Yeah, that was a half meow, half yawn. What you like? So Bedford's hijacked this reading now, so let's carry on. So moving on to the Magician. Bedford's like the Magician. He can manifest anything he wants for himself. But the Magician is the master manifester, and that is what I want to talk about here. Bringing in the numerology of 9, which is a sacred number. It is a sacred number for manifesting as well. 36-9 in particular is very powerful for manifesting. So number 36 may be showing up in your life, number 9, or just 3, 6 and 9 generally could be showing up as markers on your path. Okay. Wheel of Fortune with the puffball mushroom. I love the puffball. I love how it just goes poof, and out come all these spores. They're so pretty to watch. Absolutely gorgeous, but it's almost like they're eggs and things are being born from them, because look at these mushrooms, and there's like these little spirit animals being born from these mushrooms here as they're letting out the spores. There's like a little spirit vulture here and a little spirit gecko or lizard or something, and I don't even know what that is. A fish maybe? I can't even tell. But these mysterious spirits coming out, things being hatched. So the imagery on these can be a little bit dark, but not in a negative way. We just have to understand that it's talking about energies that maybe we don't comprehend as human beings. Some of the darker energies can be very powerful and helpful and also very loving. And just because something doesn't look pretty doesn't mean it's negative. Okay, because I'm not always pretty, let's be honest. First thing in the morning, I look frightful. It doesn't mean I'm evil. Actually, I might be first thing in the morning before I've had my cup of tea, but anyway. I digress. So the Magician with the little birds of the woods, that's adorable. Okay. And then there's almost like this dragonfly spirit on the card here with it. And there's an energy of birth, metamorphosis, change, positive change, new beginnings coming through here very, very strongly. No longer being blinded by lies. I want to say blinded by science for some reason. I'm not sure what the context is for that, but that may resonate with somebody. You know, when somebody says, well, I don't want to blind you with science, but, and then proceeds to tell you something very complicated that you don't understand. So somebody may have lied to you by omission, or they may have hidden things from you, or obfuscated things from you. But that will no longer be the case. There's a lot of truth coming out, and that could be something that shows up on the world stage around you as well, around the time of seeing this video, around the time of recording the video. You know, it is intended as timeless, so it'd be very interesting to see. So please do comment. And the High Priestess with the fairy ring champignon. Absolutely gorgeous. Fairy energy coming in here as well. There's kind of like little fairy figures on this card as well. Very strong fairy energy, which is lovely because I'm actually wearing a fairy core top at the moment. I'm really into a fashion called fairy core, which is very cute and kind of like boho western style of clothing. And I just started wearing skirts again, like in the last couple of weeks. I started wearing skirts and I haven't worn skirts for about 20 years. I kid you not, I literally don't wear them. I don't normally like them. I don't find them to fit me. Then all of a sudden I discovered these really cool flowy skirts that I can run around in. I can climb around in the woods and my Wellingtons in them, and I absolutely love them and they're adorable. So there could be a change coming in for you when it comes to your fashion or style, you know, or something big to do with your personality. It's almost like a shift, a change. When I was talking to Chrissy earlier, I said to her, help, I'm becoming a different person. And she said, what do you need help with? I was like, oh, I don't need help with it. So that could be how you're feeling at the moment. Let's get a couple more. How many more of these? You want 3. Okay. Then we'll move on to our oracle cards. 8 of Pentacles, the blob. Okay, I just want to laugh whenever I see that. The Ace of Pentacles, wonderful. And the 8 of Swords, yes. Again, I want to reverse the energy of the 8 of Swords. I don't read cards upside down because I don't like doing it that way. My guides tell me when they should be upside down. But I'm going to give you the reversed energy of this one, which is no longer holding oneself back. So no longer holding oneself back through fear, through unnecessary boundaries or loyalty, or from just being confused and overthinking or having nightmares. So that all of that energy is being swept away now. And that may have been quite long-standing in your life as well. It may have been going on for a long time. So there is some nostalgia here as well. There is some thinking about the past. My eyes keep falling on this. I have to show you this. Hang on. What have we got? There we go. These are my Russian dolls. And I bought these secondhand in a charity shop. I think they're more than secondhand. They're more like third hand or fourth hand or something. And I've wanted a set of Russian dolls for years because when I was little, my childhood best friend had a set and I was so envious of them because I thought they were gorgeous and they were really fun. And I don't really like dolls. I prefer like plush toys, but I was fascinated by these and I didn't know why, but I think they're quite spiritual things, aren't they? And this one's a little bit battered, and I relate to that. Some of us had a difficult time, but what I really liked about this one is in the words that have been written inside. I'll just read them to you. This was actually gifted to somebody, and it says, when I was a little girl, I'd always wanted a Russian doll. I was given this one. And then she goes on, for Sally, my Russian doll from my childhood. Love, Tattoo. I'm not sure what that says. I'm not sure what the name is there, and a little kiss. So clearly somebody treasured this. And I found this in like secondhand in a charity shop, being sold for a few pounds. And yes, it has seen better days. But there was just this sense of it being sacred and being special because it had been treasured by somebody. And I thought it was really sad that whoever they gifted it to didn't want to hold it or keep it. For me, I do buy a lot of things secondhand. I love like retro Pyrex, you know, bone china items. But there are some items that just speak to me and they feel special because they were special to someone. They had meaning to someone. They meant something on somebody's journey, somebody's soul journey, somebody's childhood. And that energy must really resonate with me because I feel such a strong connection and love for that sort of item. I look at it and I think somebody really loved that. So I will love it and I will honour that for them. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just one of my quirks. So maybe I'm just sentimental. So there is a sentimentality here, or maybe you resonate with that as well. Or maybe there's a connection to Russia or Russian dolls for you as well. I absolutely love them. So 8 of Pentacles. I was about to say, don't all start sending me Russian dolls, but no, do. If you want to send me Russian dolls, please do. I love them. Please do. Feel free to send me some Russian dolls. Right. 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, High Priestess again. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is great. I mean, this is kind of where we can get our ducks in a row at the 8 of Pentacles. We worked really hard. We've got our ducks in the row and we can actually start achieving and doing the things that we want to do. We can let go of the things, the restrictions that were holding us back, which in this case, I think were mostly self-imposed. But they were self-imposed because we didn't have all the information. We didn't have the right information. Somebody hadn't declared their love to us. Somebody hadn't told us the truth about a situation. Somebody hadn't revealed something, had kept a secret from us that we really needed to know because we couldn't make the right decision without it. And the Ace of Pentacles brings in the possibility for this new beginning, this magical new beginning. And I want to bring in a potential for financial abundance here as well with the Ace of Pentacles and the Perigord truffle, because truffles are worth a lot of money. Okay. They are quite sought after. They're quite valuable, aren't they? So I want to bring in the potential here for this could be a change in your work, in your life, in your, I was going to say lifestyle, but my guide stopped me at life. And I was like, oh, it's a life change. So this could be a major life change for some people, but certainly some sort of life change coming in that brings in greater levels of abundance and greater levels of self-trust as well, knowing that we can trust our intuition, knowing that we were right all along. We did know what the truth was, but others perhaps hid that truth from us, denied it, or didn't step up to the plate when they should have done. So that's what I want to say there. Ooh, okay, that's big energy, isn't it? Let's pop these away for a second and we will get out another deck. Let's go to our oracle cards, see what else our guides, our collective has to say. Which ones do you want to go to? You want the dragons, okay. Alrighty, let's see what other messages we've got today. Bedford's happily sat on the windowsill cooking himself in the late afternoon sunshine. Absolutely loves it. He heard me because his tail just lashed. Don't hit the curtain with your tail. Right. Hope. Wow. Yes. New world. Air chalice. Yes, getting clear in the mind with the air chalice. Being able to plan for the future. Being clear. Feeling as though our mind is clear finally. Like we can step into the new world that we want to create, not that which that which others would create for us. Not the world that others would create for us because they have vested interests. The world that we would create for ourselves, for the good of all, for the good of mankind, for the good of all of our souls' journeys. And that's not to say we should try to control others, because I don't believe that. Hope, a return of hope. Wonderful. Return of hope after a dark time. And it's always interesting to me that the hope dragon is very dark, almost like the hope can only exist in the darkness, but very smooth. There's no scales on this dragon. It looks like it would be very smooth and soft to stroke, a bit like a snake. Kind of reminds me of death, almost like a death dragon as well, but little friendly face, very snake-like, very snake-like. I want to go to the Ouroboros as well. The snake that's forever eating its tail, and the cycle of things. So the beginning of a new cycle, new world, new way of doing things. And look, this isn't even a dragon. It's almost like a cross between a dragon and a griffin or something, or a cross between a dragon and a Bengal cat. What do you think about that, Bedford? Because look, it's got fur and it's got claws. Isn't that interesting? So it feels like a big change is coming in your life, is predicted in your life, in our lives, the lives of those around us and closest to us energetically, as though we can start to be new beings. Like I kind of feel like a different person in many ways. Recently, some big changes coming in for me. Maybe that's the case for you as well. But feeling very clear and very calm and like crystal clear-minded about it. It's wonderful energy that comes in with the sacred air chalice. I'm going to get some unicorns now. See what the unicorns would like to add to the conversation. Okay. Family culture. Laughter. And you are gifted. Yes, with family culture, I want to go to ancestral healing. I feel like this is another piece of the puzzle right now. I feel that we're coming to a point where we've done a big chunk of ancestral healing for our family line, for our culture, for our country perhaps, and things are starting to fall into place as a result. And I think that's important because those who came before us, our ancestors, really needed us to do this work, and we've done it for them. And that's where the hope is able to come back. That's why the light is able to come back now, because we've done the difficult work. We are the soul searchers. We are the ones breaking those ancestral curses, breaking those patterns. We are the ones bringing in the new world. I'm very drawn to mention this book here, which is Earth, by Barbara Marciniak. Absolutely wonderful book. Pleiadian Keys to the Living Library. And it is about our planet, and it is communication from the Pleiadians, from another species. It's absolutely fascinating. Quite an old book now. When was this written? In the 90s or something? I got this secondhand. I buy a lot of things secondhand because I don't like waste. And sometimes it's more convenient, especially if you're looking for something older or a book that might be out of print, for example. I normally go to like a website like World of Books, which I think that exists in the States as well as the UK, so that's a good one. Or have a look on eBay. Laughter, yes, it's almost like we can finally breathe. We can finally stop holding our breath and go, oh, thank goodness. It feels like a relief with this laughter, a release and a relief, an emotional release. So that could come as laughter, but that could also come as tears at this time. It doesn't have to feel happy, but it is a relief, huge relief, energetically letting go of worry, this huge worry or burden that we've been carrying for so long now, that we might not have even realised we were carrying. You are gifted, yes. Again, I feel it's going to be an opportunity for us to really, I want to say buy into our gifts and actually exploit and use our gifts as we were always intended to do and perhaps weren't able to in our lives thus far. Be more of the person that we were always supposed to be, that we always knew we were, but for various different reasons there were obstacles holding us back, which is usually ourselves holding us back, but it manifests as obstacles in the 3D, doesn't it, in our physical reality. Let's bring in some of these ones now. What's this? Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's bring in, one just fell out. We have time to go. Yes, it is. It's time to go. Time to go. Time to move. Time to run along the new path over this misty bridge to that door, that gateway that's waiting for us. And we can't quite see what's there and we can't see beyond it, but we know we have to go. 45-9. There's that number again. 9. It's another 9. Yes. So okay. I feel like things really starting to show up in 3D reality now. Co-creating, yes, this is all about manifesting things that perhaps we've tried to manifest in the past and we thought we'd failed because they hadn't showed up yet. And we're about to find out, no, actually, certain things had to happen first. There were things that we had to do first that we didn't know at the time, and we had to do them in a certain sequence and time scale and timing, otherwise it would have been too much, perhaps for us to cope with. But now we can start to really co-create the lives that we've been waiting for. And truth be told, what was I saying at the beginning? Yes, a truth being revealed to us, no longer being held back by lies. And look at all these hearts flying through the air. And it's like this owl's middle chakras are completely wide open. So the heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra wide open, being very clear about who we are. Because look at this kind of blue sky in there. I want to talk about like blue sky thinking with this one and with the air chalice as well. We can think bigger, we can think outside of the human box and really be innovators, be trailblazers. I wanted to say trailblazers and for some reason Blade Runners came to mind and I don't know why. That was odd. But trailblazers, spiritual trailblazers, but also physical trailblazers in our lives as well, leading ourselves, our communities, our families, our loved ones forwards onto a higher spiritual path, a higher plane of existence, because ultimately that's our purpose here, for all of us to some degree or another. Oh, I love this card. Look at it with all the hearts again, soulmates. So this could literally be a declaration of love from somebody that you've loved for a while, maybe from a distance, who wouldn't admit that they cared about you perhaps. And look at the mirroring numbers on these cards. 1441. It's like this person's your mirror. They're a divine soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it or whatever you resonate with in your situation. Wow. And this one holds the key to the other one's heart. And it's like you always did hold the key to their heart, but they couldn't tell you. Maybe there was an obstacle in the way. Maybe they were committed to somebody else or to something else. Another partner, spouse, a family expectations, a community, a religion that wouldn't let you be together or you thought wouldn't let you be together. But the truth is, you're a human being and you're an adult. And I feel like somebody may be stepping up to the plate for some of you out there. This is definitely a declaration of romantic intentions. And community, beautiful on 8. The enduring spiritual soul community that is always here for you. We are always here for each other, aren't we, Cosmic Dragon friends? And we will be. We will be in this life and in many others. Throughout the ages, between worlds, in different incarnations, we will find each other. We will love and support each other too. Chop wood on the bottom. I like this one because it always reminds me of something Chrissy says. I'm talking about Chrissy a lot today. Hi Chrissy, if you're watching. Shout out to Chrissy Sawyer. Zeta Ophiuchi. Chop wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. It's kind of about keeping your feet on the ground, which I really like. And I love number 42 as well. It's lovely energy from that number. Do you know what? I'm going to look up 42 in my numerology book because I feel inspired to do so. I do occasionally do that. I'm an intuitive numerologist, esoteric numerologist, and part of my work is interpreting numbers intuitively, which is how I normally do it. This is the book I'm talking about. Wonderful book. Very, very powerful, very informative. But sometimes I am drawn to this book to actually look up the meaning, because there's some words that I need to share. So 42-6, of course it's a 6. 6 is the number of the heart, the sacred chalice. The astrological correspondence is Cancer, and we are still in Cancer season as I'm filming this, so this is beautiful. And the tarot symbolism is the 2 of Cups. Oh, love it. I actually want to go straight to that vibration, that energy of it. The energy of the 2 of Cups. It's beautiful. It is about contracts, marriage, meditation, a blending of minds, a harmony on the mental plane. That's what I was talking about. That seeks to bring ideas to a common meeting ground. Yes, it's that clarity. That's exactly what I was trying to express through the cards that we've got here. Your cooperative attitude creates an atmosphere of happiness and harmony. Worthwhile friendships will form and bring personal fulfillment. This is a vibration of love. Oh, I love it. For some, it brings love affairs. For others, engagement and marriage. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Let's put that back in my bookcase. Whew, okay. Wow. And community. Yes, the enduring community on number 8, which is the infinity symbol, just turned around 90 degrees. Because we are the ever-enduring soul. We never really die. There is no such thing as death. There is only transformation. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. And it's the same for us and for our beings, our beautiful spiritual beings. Okay. So my wonderful cosmic dragon spiritual beings, thank you so much for joining me here today. It's been lovely to talk to you all. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I am trying to reach that super important milestone of 1,000 subscribers. I would appreciate it, love it so much if you would like to be a part of that journey with me. I will see you again soon, sending you so much love.